Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Love Lies Bleeding stars Kristen Stewart and Katie O'Brien. Lou is a gym manager who falls hard for Jackie and bodybuilder who's heading to Las Vegas to pursue her dream. Their love soon leads to violence as they get pulled deep into the web of Lou's criminal family. Knew nothing about this movie. Didn't even knew that Kristen Stewart was in this movie. I just saw the poster. I'm like, well, I'm gonna go see it, but it looks like a porno film, to be honest. Which mostly there is a lot of sex scenes, but at least this film actually has a story to it, unlike Drive Away Dolls. And I'm gonna crap on that film as much as I can because that was a disappointment, and I was excited for that film, and was disappointed. Came out shockingly surprised of how much I actually liked this movie, and you just really get into these characters' lives, and it's like a really dark, tragic type of story. Like it's about love, but also dealing with the trauma of her with Luz, who's playing as Kristen Stewart, who plays as Lou. You know, she has like this family's like criminal backstory to her, and it's like I'm like, yeah, that'd be a tough situation to be in, and that kind of sucks. You have the FBI going around asking questions, and asking about her dad or like where her mom went. It's like, and as much as she would like to give up certain things, but it's like kind of her family, so she doesn't know really what to do. You kind of get behind her reasonings and get behind like her character. And actually you have Jackie who comes along and she kind of falls in love with her. And they have this bond, and like they have these somewhat similar passions for with one another. It's a very interesting story. It's a love tragic story in some form, and the movie does a great job laying down the foundation. And when they get into these tight situations, by accidentally killing someone, really, well, air quote, accidentally killing someone, they get into a really terrible situation and they have to cover it up. You have Ed Harris playing as Lou's like father in the film, who is like somewhat the villain, who does an amazing job. Haven't seen him really play a villain. He has played villains multiple times, but I haven't seen him play a villain since The Rock, which is a fantastic film. If you guys have not seen The Rock with Nicolas Cage and what is his name? I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. But it's a great film. Go check it out. And so he gives off a great performance, but with a terrible fucking haircut. I fucking hated it. Every time he popped up on screen with this long hair, and I get that they're trying to give off the impression that he lost hair in front, but like he's completely bald, but he has like hair at some point right here, and it's all nothing but long hair. I fucking hated it, and I was like, I want this character to die just because of that bad hairline. It was awful. He just brings on this scary and like presence on screen, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to mess with that guy. We'll say like my biggest gripes of the film though is towards the end. The film kind of somewhat drags a bit, especially with like this Las Vegas subplot with Jackie and with her being a bodybuilder. Like it sets that Las Vegas thing kind of sets up towards the end a bit, but it's like I don't understand the ending. Like the ending kind of felt out of left field what they do. Now I'm gonna go with that they are using it as like a metaphor. It's just like in their heads type of deal. But either way, even with the Las Vegas, even though it somewhat like connects with that, it's still out of left field. And it's like, this is stupid, and it kind of almost ruined the movie for me a tiny bit. If they went with if it was like actually happening, but I'm gonna go with my own, hopefully, my own like suggestion that it was in their head. I just wasn't really expecting what to go into this film, to be honest, really, and it did kind of get annoying a little bit with a lot of the sex scenes. Kind of went really far with a lot of the sex stuff, and so it almost went into that like, was this like originally a porno? Because it felt like a porno at first, and next they just kind of wrote around like this story around it. But luckily, a lot of the sex scenes aren't really there. Maybe there's like, I would like to say 3 to 4 scenes of really in-depth lesbian sex. You don't see that much, but it was pushing that line a bit, to be honest. I'm gonna give Love Lies Bleeding a B+. go check it out this weekend. If you guys have nothing else to see, thank you guys very much for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.